Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Not too much going on in the crypto space, as you can see. If you're looking at the chart right now like I am, XRP just kind of puttering away, going about its business, and we can see the same for Bitcoin. If we bring up Bitcoin here, we're seeing the same pattern, that same chart pattern, just trying to kind of recover after this big sell-off we saw at the beginning of March, mid-March, give or take, and we're seeing it here too, right? Same kind of pattern, trying to recover. This is good because, we are looking at crypto as an asset like anything else, and we are looking at the stock market, and we are seeing that people are panicked because of the situation we're in right now. And crypto is following this, at least for the moment. But guys, I do sincerely believe that there are going to be big things for crypto coming around the corner. And this is just an immediate reaction to the market conditions at the moment. So we're seeing XRP right now trading at about 18 cents, 0.179 cents. But I don't think this will last for long. Let me continue here. We got CoinMarketCap here. And so you can see, guys, up here, the market cap is at about 190.8 billion. Bitcoin up a little bit, 0.6%. Ethereum up 0.8%. XRP down 0.4%, give or take. Not too much movement in the crypto space. And I know you guys heard about that Binance move to acquire CMC. And I don't know if you guys saw this thread from a few days ago. This from Taylor Monahan, and she is the founder and CEO of My Crypto. But she brings up a good point here. Well, one of the largest acquisitions in the space, I still find the price tag, rumored to be about $400 million, very cheap for a company like Binance. No, you shouldn't pay $40 million, but no doubt Binance will easily get more than $40 million of value, even in the medium term. And by 40 million, I really meant 400 million. And so here's what she says with regards to that. Okay, here's some of the thinking behind this. First of all, if you guys have been following the space for a while, some of you guys do not like CoinMarketCap. I just kind of bring it up in my videos for a quick glance at price movement. I don't really use it for the for the deeper metrics. Some people had a problem with it during the last bull run because they were not accurately reporting the proper market volumes. But let's go back to Taylor Monahan's point here. Some are looking solely at the number of customers/users on CoinMarketCap. Their customers are advertisers, not users. Their users are speculators. Every customer of CoinMarketCap will still be a customer of CoinMarketCap. Every user of CoinMarketCap could potentially now be a customer of Binance. $40 million of value, easy. But that's less interesting than other value. She goes on to say, we don't exactly know how Binance decides to support new coins, but one way is asking people. By the time people tell you they want an SHIT coin, it's too late for an exchange to capture most of the value of that SHIT coin. If you can detect interest in coins automatically with hard data, you can capture that value. Your ROI increases as the disparity between interest and number of exchanges that support that coin increases. All of this data is now yours if you own CoinMarketCap. And so again, she says $400 million of value, very, very easy. Now, most people know that the people behind CoinMarketCap are very secretive about their identities because people will go to great lengths to affect the information on CoinMarketCap. Getting a new coin listed or a new exchange listed on CMC can lead to millions or billions of value for those creators. Binance is already in a similar boat, so they will have no new problems protecting themselves from people who would do anything to make X happen to get Y listed. The concern lies with their new ability to control what and when things are listed. Of course, outright manipulation or shady acts by Binance is possible, and this is an interesting point, but far more likely they'll do stuff like listing a coin on Binance before CMC, and they'll sleep easy because if they listed it before it was on Binance, it could be manipulated due to low data availability, so it does give them some control with that respect. I also think that Binance will do a better job overall of detecting exchanges providing fake volume/adjusting algorithms. I don't think Binance will blatantly manipulate that, and I agree with that point. Binance wants to be on the up and up. Binance wants to be seen as they're already the biggest exchange in the world. They want to be seen as that reputable place for, the everyday trader to go to trade cryptocurrencies. So why would they want to sully their reputation? I actually think that they will make CoinMarketCap a more trusted venue for people to go to get more accurate cryptocurrency information. Monahan goes on to say, but subtle short-term decisions made for net good of ecosystem can have a high impact. You can make a net positive decision for the good of the ecosystem and also ensure it is a very net positive for you without any moral dilemma in doing so. She goes on down here. It's quite a lengthy thread, guys. I will link it in the description. I just wanted to cap off her thoughts by saying this. The biggest win, and this This is from her. The biggest winners here are the creators of CoinMarketCap. They've probably lived a sleepless, paranoid existence since obtaining, unintentionally, a level of influence that makes or breaks people, products, and entire markets. I'm sure there were times where they would have taken $0, $400 million, easy. Did that just blow your mind or what? It was an interesting acquisition last week. And so I wanted to thank Taylor Monahan for giving us some more insight on that. Again, guys, I'll link the thread in the description. Did you guys see this? Nice to see Mr. Joel Katz showing some XRP love for the XRP fund. And so Joel Katz apparently donated 30,000 XRP to the XRP fund. And you guys can see, check this out. 12 drops, it cost 0.00012 XRP to send 30,000 XRP. You guys can do the math on that. And if you can't, let me just show you up here. So 30,000 XRP times, what is it at, 18 cents right now? It's about $5,400. And the price to send that, 18 cents times 0.000012 is 0.0000216 of a penny. And so that's what it costs to send about $5,400 USD. The magic of the XRP ledger in full effect. Guys, I saw this from Tikka Tiwari. Now, you guys know Tikka. If you do not know Tikka, look up Tikka Tiwari, read some of his stuff. He's got some interesting views on cryptocurrency. He is a traditional investor. And this is what he tweeted out here. We're on the verge of 5 million stock investors being able to buy crypto with just one click of their mouse. I believe that huge influx of demand will ignite the prices of a handful of coins to levels we've never seen before. Tikka Tiwari, bullish on crypto, has been for the last several years now. And it sounds to me by this tweet that this pandemic really will change the way many of us will trade. It's going to change the financial system fundamentally. We are looking now at ways to be as contactless as possible. And the beauty is that we already have the technology to do so. And when you think about it, 500 million stock investors, think of all the big money that is now pulled out of the stock market, looking to get into something new. And the crypto market cap still isn't that low considering what we just went through, okay? Considering that we have indeed dipped, but realistically, these kinds of declines in the crypto space are par for the course. We see these kinds of declines all the time, whereas the traditional stock market, this is significant. So Tikka Tiwari here putting it into perspective. Thought that was great. XRP_Crow here at Status on Twitter points this out. And this a Brad Garlinghouse interview from 2018. And remember, guys, remember what Brad said in 2018? Again, this was way before regulations were on the doorstep, but it is important to remember these little tidbits of information because when it comes into today's context, it means a lot more than what it did back in 2018.
One of the things that will surprise us a year from now is that banks will be custodying digital assets directly. And I think right now we think about that and think, look, there's no way that's going to happen. They're too conservative. And I think what you're seeing is, two things happening. One is banks are seeing that a lot of money is being made by digital asset exchanges globally, and banks are profit motivated. The second, and as we've talked about up here, certainly Ross has made very clear, is regulatory clarity and regulatory frameworks enable banks and financial institutions to lean into these markets. And I think we will surprise ourselves by this time. But I'll also predict that it will be banks in the ASEAN markets where there is this regulatory clarity and there is a lot of progressive forward thinking. They'll be the first to actually allow for crypto assets custody in their account.
So Brad Garlinghouse in 2018 saying banks will custody digital assets, and he thought it was going to happen by 2019. He also said at the end of 2018 that they thought that they'd be further along by now. And of course, this was all way before the pandemic. So again, pushing crypto regulation, the perfect storm is happening as we speak. And it's all a matter of if the governments are ready to put in that last ingredient to push cryptocurrency regulation through to make this all a reality. So Tikka Tiwari's point here, a lot of investors looking to get into something new technologies will be part of this. And I wanted to bring up this video as well. Okay, this with Jim Rickards and a panel of people discussing the idea of debasing the US dollar as that dominant currency. Guys, have a listen here.
You put the gold on a pallet, fly it in a plane to the other guy, and he puts it in his vault, end of story. And Steve knows better than anyone, when you do things on net instead of gross, it's a much smaller transaction. If you had to pay for everything with gross gold, that's unwieldy. But if you keep score in crypto and then settle up on net, every 6 months or so, that works fine. Now notice everything I just said, there's no dollar. And that was Doug's point. Are we looking at the dethroning of the dollar? If we've got gold, Putin's crypto, Xi crypto, a distributed ledger, and a large trading network that does not involve dollars, does not involve SWIFT, is that the beginning of the end of the dollar? And it might be.
Really interesting there. He does also mention Xi's crypto and Putin's crypto, meaning Xi, the president of China, his crypto perhaps Bitcoin, Putin, the president of Russia, his crypto Ethereum, could it be? Well, what is the crypto of the United States of America? None other than XRP, baby. And so some people are calling this a silent war that's going on between the powers of the world. The US has been in a dominant position by having the greenback as the dominant world reserve currency for such a long time now. And, everything is shifting. There are a lot of uncertainties in the world. How is this all going to roll out? XRP has the liquidity and has a great team behind it in order to make it part of the mainstream fabric of this new world financial system. So interesting point here from Jim Rickards. I believe this was from early 2019. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. So thanks at boy_XRP for posting that. And Stuart here brought this up too. And this has to do with Douglas Borthwick from 2018 in an interview with Jim Rickards. And that actually could have been this. But anyway, this is Douglas Borthwick, Chief Marketing Officer and Head of Business Development at INX Limited. But Stuart brought this up at XRP_Stuart on Twitter. I think that there's a future there with the guy that's trading spot FX today will be trading spot FX against Ripple, meaning XRP, in the future in the next 2 or 3 years. And 2 or 3 years brings us to today, folks. $2 trillion per day, the volume of spot trades in April 2019. That's from the BIS. So 2018, we are waiting. Now it's 2020, 2021. What will the future bring us? He brought it up from this article here. So again, a discussion with Jim Rickards, Douglas Borthwick, and others. So Jim Rickards stated that the dollar is a digital currency as a whole. Fedwire system is digital and all the message traffic is encrypted. However, the only factor that makes cryptocurrency is the technology behind it, which is absent with the dollar, digital distributed ledger blockchain technology. He further stated that the technology, along with some currencies, has a future. However, he stated that Bitcoin is a dead end and that it is not scalable and sustainable. They further added that it was the biggest bubble in history in comparison to the Dutch tulip bubble. David Williams stated that cryptocurrencies are traditional, but he does not see that transactional value in Bitcoin. He further said that cryptocurrencies can be attacked by the governments and also shut down if there is no use case like that of the dollar. However, people cannot use Bitcoin as there is no stability in the transaction price. So criticizing Bitcoin there. However, Douglas Borthwick had a positive perspective on the Ripple and XRP currency, although he mistakenly referred to them both as Ripple. Again, this is an older interview from 2018. He says there are some cryptos that are working with regulators. Ripple, as we know, works with regulators. I can imagine in the next 5 years, instead of doing sterling against the dollar or sterling against the yen, I can see these transfer transactions with sterling against XRP. He further stated that the reason being, the dollar right now is a 2-day settlement with something like Ripple. You could do settlement in seconds. I think that there's a future where the guy that's trading in spot FX today will be trading spot FX against Ripple, meaning XRP, in the next 2 or 3 years. So I think Ripple has a great future because right now it is supported by all the banks and all the regulators. Another great point here from Douglas Borthwick, along with the idea that the dollar could be debased, and of course Tikka Tiwari also mentioning we are on the verge of 500 million stock investors being able to buy crypto with one click of their mouse. The future is here, guys. It's at our doorstep, and I think once the traditional markets rebound, we will be in for one hell of a ride. Anyways, that's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.